Good evening. It's a Yankee Doodle evening report. We're going to be giving you best breaking news that's going on around the world right now. And then also keeping you fresh, keeping you live, keeping you up to date. Make sure you tap in with our supporting brands. Yo, Picky NYC. Watch cool music videos. Discover new music and get paid for it. That's right. Go to the link in my bio right now. Get paid today. Watch new music. Watch new music videos. Save a playlist for it. Yo, get your action going, all right? But now, we're into the news. First, the war in the Ukraine is raging on right now as the Russian forces are continuing to hold on to their eastern strongholds. They're calling for the Ukrainian army to cease their arms as they've now secured Severodonetsk, as some people are saying, destroying all the bridges around it, leaving the Ukraine only with Lysychansk as their only stronghold remaining. Inside of a chemical plant at Azot, they even had inside Severodonetsk, they have over 500 Ukrainians there right now being held up as hostages. They've been waging war against the Russian army, and again, the Russian army has asked the Ukrainian army to cease their arms so that they can allow the civilians to leave this area. However, President Zelensky is not giving up at all. He's called for a NATO meeting, which will be tomorrow in Brussels, where he's not only called for more strength and more military weaponry, as the Ukrainian army has been using Soviet-era weapons to fight this war, but then also more reinforcements so that they can hold their strongholds on the western fronts that they have. So we're gonna see as this continues to advance, as you can see on the map here. At Lysychansk, and then at some of the other cities that we've been talking about. This is going to be a major updates over the next couple of weeks as Russia is certifying their military efforts and their strength to really secure the eastern part and move and advance west. Across the country too, we're seeing global rates of home prices skyrocket, and the market for them is gradually shrinking, not only in the U.S., but in the U.K. As you can see here from Zillow, this was a projection that had been put out, and we're not even at the apex of it. So there's a lot of concerns and fear over the impact as we are already seeing inflation. This may lead not only to recession, but worse. We're going to see how this impacts the market. As you know, not only are there less home buyers right now, but the prices of the available homes are skyrocketing across the country. The Biden administration is making some changes, though. They've added former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Bottoms, that's right, to the administration. Now, in her new role, she's going to be not only serving as a representative inside the House to speak to members of the House and get them on page with the Biden administration's plans, but also us too, working with us, making sure that we understand action steps and stuff that we need to do on domestic fronts to support the Biden administration's effort. But then also showing just the administration's commitment to providing opportunities for African Americans. As you see here, she was a leader. She's been a leader for the past several years now in the black community, but also in the Atlanta area. Not only supporting major efforts for that Biden administration, but she made this short list for his VP picks. So we're going to see not only as her political career continues to develop and grow, but the ground shaking wave she's going to be able to make in Washington. She plans on being a part of the administration through the midterm elections. So we're going to see how this develops. Also looking at further activity in the South or on this political fronts, we know the House Special Select Committee has been making waves, and they're getting some support now from the Republican side. You see here Nancy Mace, Tom Rice in South Carolina. They're coming out and speaking out against Trumpisms and the Trump administration that they were previously, supportive of before. Nancy Mace was never served under the Trump administration. She came in the previous election. However, she is not for any of the activity that she saw as soon as she stepped in with the January 6th. She also voted to impeach Donald Trump again during the second impeachment proceedings that happened immediately following the January 6th insurrection. So other leaders such as her, Tom Rice, are now coming out on the Republican side and taking a firm stance of saying that they don't want these Trumpisms in their party. So we're going to see how this plays out throughout the midterm elections. However, the January 6th committee is not all the way set. That's right. We're seeing other members such as Jamie Raskin come out and say, what is the line that in the role that they need to be playing in ensuring that members of these interviews, members of the Trump administration that supported them, supported these efforts of criminal activity, are being served and getting these criminal referrals over to the DOJ. Liz Cheney and the other chairs of the committee have been outspoken, saying they're unsure of the role and the limits of the role that they have in doing this. So we're gonna see as this continues to develop what really the roles that they can do and what's possible for them, what they can make happen. But Liz Cheney is saying we're gonna need to wait and see to the end of the proceedings exactly who they can make a criminal referral to from the Trump administration. Not only will it be Donald Trump, but they're trying to see who from, his team, whether from his campaign management or his administration, committed real criminal activity that they can recommend to DOJ to pursue these people with indictments. Finally, this heat wave having a major impact across the country, as you can see below. In the Midwest, this whole herd of cattle, fortunately, perished from the heat, the scorching heat. So it's important, as you can see here now. Look, me. It's important we stay fresh, stay hydrated. There's not only been extreme weather from this, but as you can see, a lot of danger. So you need to stay fresh, stay hydrated. It's very important, and just stay involved. All right. This has been the Yankee Doodle Evening Report. I'm gonna be bringing you the best news every day. Make sure you keep it locked. Stay with us.